This is a super quick video to give credit where it's due, because we've just been sent this beautiful titanium framing from a company called Blackheart. Now on this channel, I'm probably famous for criticizing some pretty poor quality workmanship, but when something comes in that is truly exceptional, I feel like I really want to tell you guys about it, because this has really impressed me. Actually, getting good quality titanium is harder than you think, because this is really in the domain of some very specialist builders. Anyone who can really weld titanium is earning far more money in oil, gas, automotive and aviation industries to bother about cycling. So this is normally the domain of really passionate and skilled craftsmen. Buying them mass produced, you just do not get the quality that you see here. So this is from a company called Blackheart, and my first impressions when I got this out was I just could not see a blemish or anything out of place. Now the welds on this are visible. Now you can actually get frames like this where the welds are virtually invisible. That comes down to personal preference. I kind of like this because I wanted that sort of handcrafted feel about titanium, but you can tell that someone has put some time and patience into this, because all of these surfaces are absolutely perfect. There is not a burr, there is not like a sharp surface or any sort of imperfection on these critical surfaces at all. So this headset surface, absolutely beautiful. Even on the inside where these holes are, these have actually been finished as well. Someone's gone in there and finished off and put a radius on those surfaces. You'll never see that as a rider. Absolutely stunning. This whole seat tube area is absolutely beautiful. It measures of perfect diameters as well. What really struck me was the attention to detail around the bottle cage bolts. These haven't just been drilled and they're a nut rivet just put in. These have actually welded in a small tube that has then been tapped and threaded. Now the bottom bracket area, so this customer sent this in because they were really paranoid. They said, I bought this frame, I'm going to build it myself, but can you please just check it's absolutely perfect? And we can do, but in this video I'm just going to show you how you can do that a little bit yourself. So this is a T47 threaded bottom bracket, and this is how it should be out of the box. Without any sort of Loctite at all on this, you should be able to thread this in, and it should be this easy to thread in. Nice clean threads. And when you get to the end, now we use feeler gauges on this, but you can do this yourself with a visual inspection. You should not see any sort of gap. And if you're really paranoid, get a really thin piece of paper or something and look for the gap. But without torquing it down, you should be able to look at this and not see any daylight in between that interface. Not with tool pressure, that's just hand pressure, and that is absolutely a beautiful interface. I know that I'm using a T47 internal. This frame is actually 68mm across here, so it's actually been designed for an external T47, which will really suit this frame. One of the areas that titanium can really suffer is down here at the chainstay, and they really do suffer from flex. That's because even though it's stronger than steel, you can reduce the weight. You do so by removing material. So quite often with titanium frames, they can be criticised for being quite flexible. So you normally need to check for some sort of bridging down here. And they just put this quite subtle bridge in. I don't know if that's going to be enough to really hold off the flex, because there's no bridge up here either. But again, maybe that's what the customer wants, is for that sort of level of compliance. Again, it all depends on what you want from your titanium frame. Down here, they've really thought about future-proofing as well, and they've actually got a SRAM UDH rear derailleur, because you can really go to town now, and I think this is going to be the future of where rear derailleurs go. This means that you can now fit that T-type transmission on here, get some really big cassette on here, really low ratio gears, and really take a bike like this on some epic adventures. All the dropout areas around here superbly finished and machined, but most impressive to me are these brake mounts. These brake mounts are super flat. We put the jig on this and they are absolutely perfect. There's a really large area here for that adapter interface as well, so there's no sort of chance it's going to rock or move. That is just a solid mounting system, and the underneath is just as perfect. Some other really cute little details is just here where the DI2 port exit will be. It's just here. We've actually welded in this small sort of oval shaped plate and then drilled through that just to reinforce that area as well. Some really lovely but subtle attention to details on this. So yeah, hopefully this video has helped. If you're buying your own frame and you really want to inspect it, a lot of this you can do yourself. We really couldn't do anything to this frame to make it any better. It's perfect out of the box. Well done, Blackheart. If you like this sort of video and you want to see more frame evaluations, especially the stuff that's really good alongside the stuff that's really bad, get down in the comments, let us know. When anything comes into us like this, we'll try and share it with you, because I want to shout about the stuff that's as perfect as this. All right, thanks for watching. See you on the next one.